South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the ring.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And his first look is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rush. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And this one quickly to Lamb.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
From the 44, Burrow.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Rush. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Off play action. Rush. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nifty move. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Matthews. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Rush. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz, but when he did, that QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They run it. It's Matthews. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school I.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The Burrow's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. No gain on the play there, second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
So here are the Chargers to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts. So they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny?
You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He dumps it off for Henry.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He finds Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Being chased out left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Titans are back within a score.
And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Rush. And that is incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Man open is Robinson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Burrow looking to pass. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Titans are going to take possession of the... Ball. Here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Burrow loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery. Rush. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start in the AFC with 2 of the more dynamic offenses in recent memory. Kansas City taking on Pittsburgh. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center that knows, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On second and a couple. Rush. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Rush. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Matthews up the middle. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. To throw is Rush. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Matthews. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down carry for Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They start the drive with Matthews. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now rush. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On 4th down, rush. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for... Downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
Here's Rush to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Inside handoff, Matthews. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rush.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Rush. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through. Yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Back to throw. Rush. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Straight ahead is Hall.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
3rd and goal from the 6. They'll run with Matthews. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Here I come! Here I come!
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And Burrow going to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Titans get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They stay on the ground. This time it's Matthews. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They stay on the ground with Matthews again. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Looking to throw. Rush. He sets up the screen to Matthews. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
On fourth down, Rush. Over the middle, it's complete.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Off the play fake. Rush.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As